Hi guys, it's Coco Chanel from Boston to Las Vegas. Thanks so much for clicking this and watching. This is Bella. This is Bella girl. My little doggy. I love her to pieces. Found her on the street a year ago. She loves me too. No, she's a really good dog. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to do like a little intro video. Talk about how I moved from Boston across the country to Las Vegas, why, a little bit of like relationship talk at the end, a little bit. So yeah, thank you so much, and we'll jump right into it. Hi guys, so I am filming in my car today. I don't want to be in my house around anyone. I just like want to be by myself. So I want to start with telling you guys why I moved to Vegas and why I moved here essentially by myself. I mean, I came out here with my best friend, and she's still my best friend today. Like, we talk as much as we can. I was in her wedding. We're still like super, super close. But her coming out here with me didn't work out for her in the same regard that it had worked out for me. Like, she was having a lot of problems with her car. My car was fine. She was missing her family. I was more independent basically my whole life, like growing up. I feel like I was more independent than the average person was, you know, as far as closeness with like parents. I don't know, I just kind of always did my own thing and took care of myself in a way. Like, my mom was always there for me. My mom was amazing with me, but I just had more independence and more freedom than like the average kid, teenager did growing up, you know? So we moved out here literally on a whim. She just said to me one day, it was like summer 2014, I believe. 14, 15, 16, 17. No. Yeah, summer 2014. I don't know. That feels not right, but anyway. She literally just said to me, she's like, I want to move. I want to get the fuck out of here. Like, we come from a really, really small town where, like, everybody knows your business. If they don't know your business, then their family members know your business somehow. And it's just, like, very, very small. You know, all the same type of people. It's just, it's a lot to live in a small town like that where everybody knows everything about you. So we were like, where should we move to? Like, where do you want to go? And I said LA. Like, I always wanted to move out to LA. I went out there a few times and loved it, but it was really expensive. And she was like, let's fucking go to Vegas. And I was like, you know, I'm down. Like, down, done, let's do it. So we had both been working, but we picked up second jobs, started saving, didn't ever visit Vegas, found our apartment online, moved out here with no jobs, didn't know anybody out here, like literally just packed my car and drove across the country. And we were like, peace, done, we're moving. So we like get into our apartment, everything's good, we're good together, you know, bickering a little bit. It's the first time we've been together 24 hours a day, and both of us are such like headstrong, I don't know, because I don't want to add any like negative connotations to the relationship that we had, but we were both just strong people that wanted things our way, kind of. So I feel like we clashed a lot, and we were drinking like literally 24/7. We had been there like just a week, and our whole top shelf of I don't know, like the shelf in the living room, the whole top shelf was already filled with empty vodka bottles after a week. We were drinking 24/7 and just kind of going at it when we were drunk, like, because I would say something and sound bitchy, and she'd be like, you're being such a bitch, and you know, like girly fights back and forth. So I had came home from work one day, and she was like, I want to talk to you, like, I want to move back home. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you want to move back home? Because, like, in my mind, like, I could, if I care about someone and we get into like a very heated argument or like there's tension, I don't know what it is about me, but I can just kind of like brush it off and like ignore it and act like it's not a big deal. Like things that the normal person would like perceive as, Bella, what are you doing? The normal person would perceive as being like, this is too much, this is getting crazy. I'm the type of person that stays in it. And I don't know why, like this non-giving up factor that I have, but it's led me like to bad relationships, bad friendships. Like I just always want to be there for people no matter what's going on, even if the relationship is bad or not, you know? I'm just that type of person. I'm very, I don't know if forgiving is the word. Like, if you fuck me over really badly and it hurts me, I'm going to be upset and I'm going to not want to talk to you for a while. But if you're just, like, kind of a shitty person, like, you have, like, an attitude or, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I see that that's, like, a hurt in someone. Like, that comes across to me as something is wrong with you. Like, you are hurt. There's something wrong with you. So I don't want to be the next person that abandons you and makes you feel like this just got deep really quick. Makes you feel like you have to keep having that defense up or attitude towards life and people, you know? So I always stay by people, like, no matter how many times they fuck up. I don't know. If I really, really, like, love you and care about you. So I'm like, what do you mean you want to go home? Like, yeah, we had a couple fights, but so, like, the fuck? And she was like, no, like, I can't live with you. Like, you are too much. I can't live with you. And I'm like, all right. Like, I didn't think that you would do that and leave me, but okay. So I took it super personal. Like, I didn't see any fault in myself, and I took it really personal, and we fought the whole remaining days. I don't even think I hugged her goodbye when she left, when I dropped her off at the airport. I don't remember, but we were fighting, and, like, we were bitching to our moms, because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we had moved out here and paid 3 months ahead on our apartment because we didn't have jobs. So we made a deal with the apartment complex, and we're like, hey, if we pay like X amount in advance, can we stay here, you know? And they're like, that's fine. So it had only been like a month and a half, maybe 2 months at this point. So I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I gonna do? How am I gonna get that money back? What am I gonna do from here? Like, where am I gonna go? I want to stay here. I'm super stubborn, and everybody back home was like, they'll both be back, like, blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to be like, no, fuck you guys. I'm straight. Now I've been here for 4 years. I think I proved my point. I think I can go home now. But no, I like it here. I just miss my mom. So I didn't know what to do because we had put this money forward for, like, time that hasn't happened yet. So I'm like, dude. And she was like, well, you can move back home. I'm like, I'm not moving back home. Like, you are fucking crazy. So I stayed. I ended up, my mom was actually, like, venting about me at work. And one of her coworkers was like, oh my God, like, my kid lives in Vegas. Like, he's a cop. He works full time. He has 2 dogs. Like, he would probably love to have somebody at the house, like, while he's gone, while he's working all the time. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, literally, he worked, like, 70, 80 hours a week. Like, typical. Damn, homie, you pulling it hot. Typical, like, cop working all the time, you know? So I moved in with him. I was paying him $500 a month. And then I was taking care of the dogs and, like, cleaning the house and, like, just trying to maintain while he was out all the time. I would try to clean for him and just, like, help out. Because $500 is super cheap, you know, to just pull in a fucking stranger that you have no idea who this person is and allow them to be in your house. Like, that was super generous. So I moved in with him for a while and met my boyfriend, lived with him, lived with my roommates. Like, basically just every time, like, my lease was up or whatever, I'd, like, renew it. I moved in with these girls from work, lived with them for, like, 2 years. Lived with my boyfriend on and off, like, just whatever would work at the time, honestly. So now, living with my boyfriend, working all the time, just trying to, you know, do what everybody else is doing, trying to maintain. I never talked about why we wanted to go to Vegas, really. So I had just left, like, a really shitty relationship. It wasn't really shitty, like, in the sense of our interactions with each other, but Bella, why are you freaking out, girl? Stop. we, basically, like, we were, like, tit for tat. Once one bad thing happened, it would be like, I'm gonna do something worse to you then, and, like, what you did was so bad that I'm gonna do this, like, that type of thing. And once he had cheated on me when I was visiting my family in Puerto Rico, and I found out about it when I came home by, like, a third party, and he was denying it, whatever. So after that, it was on. I was doing anything and everything I could to hurt him because I was so hurt and upset and, like, really trusted him. Like, even though there was, like, you know, people talking about this and talking about that and people spreading rumors and not being able to differentiate what's real and what's not going on, a lot of that, I really trusted him. So after that, I did anything I could that would hurt him, surprise him, shock him, fuck him over. Like, I was ruthless. I did not care. I didn't care. So yeah, that was a really shitty point in my life. Like, I was super shitty to him, I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad, like, thinking back now, like, I'm like, damn, like, I went balls to the walls to make sure that he felt hurt, you know? And I shouldn't have done that. I should have just walked away and, like, been like, yo, this is too much. But instead, we tried to, like, hold on to the relationship and just, like, kept upping each other. Like, oh, you want to sleep with my friend? I'll sleep with your coworker. Oh, you want to sleep with my coworker? I'll sleep with this girl that you think is your friend, but I'm going to show you she's not your friend. Like, just back and forth like that. But if we were to write it down, I definitely did him, like, 1,000 times worse, which I'm not proud of. But I don't know why at the time I couldn't see, like, this is bad. I need to just stop and not try to do the tit for tat thing, you know? But I don't know. I guess that happens a lot in life. You look back on shit and you're like, damn, why did I act like that? Why did I do that? Why couldn't I just see from another perspective for myself, you know? So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to say hi, do a little intro video. I'm sure I will talk about this all again, and I'm sure it could go a little bit deeper, but I just wanted to say hi, and thank you guys for watching.